Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a full in-depth review and demo using some new goodies that I got from Mary Kay. We're doing a full review on the new Chromafusion eyeshadows that Mary Kay recently launched, I believe 2 weeks ago. I will be doing a separate video on the Chromafusion contour and blush shades because those are absolutely stunning as well, but I'm still dabbing into those, so I am not ready to review them just quite yet, but stay tuned. That'll probably be up on my channel next week. But for today, I really just wanted to concentrate on the eyeshadows itself. So along with the shadows and the contour and blushes, they came out with two really neat palettes to hold and house all your products. So they have the larger one here, which is really nice. It's sleek black, just says Mary Kay at the bottom. And on the inside, you can house all your shades, which is really amazing. I really like that, and I like having all my shadows of the same brand in one spot that I can dab into. Additionally, they came out with a smaller palette. This one here can hold 4 eyeshadows. This is a perfect palette for your everyday shades that you got your 4 eyeshadows that you always use to build a certain look, like your everyday eyeshadow look. Or when you're traveling and you know that you need to bring certain eyeshadows with you for a specific trip or whatever it may be. The only thing, of course, which I'm sure you guys could probably guess if you've watched many of my other eyeshadow palette reviews, is adding a mirror. That would be really nice, especially to the little one. The bigger one, I can see that you would have it more in your home where you have a lot of access to mirrors, but for this smaller one, if you're using it for traveling purposes, it would kind of be nice if there was a mirror included in it. So that's my only thing there. But let's just jump right into the good stuff, the actual shadows. So fun. So there are 33 eyeshadow shades. They range from mattes to shimmers, and honestly, I've dabbed into quite a few of them already. I wanted to show you this when it was beautiful and organized and so pretty, but I got really excited and I've played with many shades, so it's a little disoriented now, but I thought real life I'll show you guys what it looks like after you kind of mess around with it. I actually have all 33 shades right here, and honestly I feel like they have a really great range. You have your good go-to neutrals, but then it also dabs into greens, blues, purples, mauves. Like, I think that there's so many different tones to this collection, which is amazing because you really get the full spectrum for makeup looks. I actually had a lot of fun, and I will insert some footage of this makeup look using this shade here. That shade is so stunning, and it's called Emerald. I actually want to do a little bit of a comparison because I've been seeing online a few comments that people find that the pan size is really small, but it's actually not at all. So here is a generic, this is an Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow palette, and as you can see, the squares are quite small, and this is a pan from Mary Kay. So you can see that they're almost identical in size. So you're definitely getting your money's worth from the $9. So I wanted to quickly do that to show you guys that the pan size is actually very average, and honestly, except for your go-to shades, you're not going to go through these very fast. They have little to no kind of fallout within the pan itself. So when you actually go into the pan with your brush, there's not a whole lot of dust that comes up, which is really, really nice. But the pans do really collect the product nicely and distribute it beautifully as well. I'll be inserting clips of a bunch of different shadows that I used to build a look last week, and honestly, I had no issues at all. The first shade that I went into is called, I'm actually wearing it today because I love it. It's called Cinnabar. It's one of those go-to everyday shades that you can just add into anything. And honestly, I wear it alone just to give a little bit of dimension to my eye for everyday makeup looks. But then it's also a nice shade to pop in your crease when you want to warm it up a little bit. So when I first went into this shade, I was like, wow, this is really pigmented. Like, ooh, sometimes you don't want your mattes to be too pigmented because they can be extremely difficult to then blend out. But this blended out like a dream. And honestly, I always go in with the crease. I always go in with a really nice fluffy brush like this. This is a Sigma E40. Very good brush, by the way, but I always go in with something like really fluffy that's going to nicely distribute the product but not go overboard and get it where you don't want it to go, essentially. Then I moved into some deeper shades. They all really did have a strong color payoff. Honestly, like swatching them, a few of the deeper shades. Here's 3 of the deeper matte shades swatched just on my fingers. They honestly are so pigmented. They really look beautiful. Like, look at that, so much pigmentation. Really nice, easy to work with, and everything that I kind of look for a matte eyeshadow. Then moving into the shimmers, you get such an amazing range of shimmers, from just your neutrals to your classic golds and champagnes, over to more fun kind of purple mauves, and then the really spicy emerald and blues. So a lot of really fun choices in this collection for shimmer shades that work really, really nicely with the other matte shades as well. So there's so many different kind of color combinations that you can put together for a quad or for anything really. Here's 4 shimmers that kind of range. This is like a purpley pink. Then I have the emerald, a blue, and then kind of one of the more highlighty shades. This is just a really nice cream. Often what I find with shimmer shades is that you want it to be even more foily. To do that, all you have to do is wet your brush with a little bit of Fix Plus or eye drops or anything really, and it will give that kind of metallic-y look. But honestly, these went on so beautifully. I found that you could really see the dimensions in the shimmers. So when I was creating the emerald look, I didn't even need to or feel inclined to spray my brush because I was really enjoying the way that the emerald shade applied to my eye. For shimmer shades, I always recommend using kind of a flat shader brush that's really, really thin and packing it onto the eye. If you really want more color payoff, you can use something like a eyeshadow base, or even taking a little bit of concealer and applying it where you want the color to go on top, and it'll really brighten it up. Either one of those, kind of adding a little bit of a base for the shadow to sit on top of, will make those shadows pop even further. Of course, I'll have some pictures of swatches of all 33 shades, but be sure to follow me on Instagram because honestly, I know I'm going to be using these shadows a lot, creating a lot of looks, and most of those kind of tutorials go on my Instagram feed. So be sure to follow me over there so you can catch those. I will definitely be doing a full makeup look featuring all Mary Kay products soon, as well as a New Year's look featuring these shadows because the blue is really captivating me right now. A little bit more information on the formula. So they are said to be able to last 12 hours. I personally do not have eyeshadows on my eyes for that long. Usually the most I'll wear them for is like 8 hours during a work day, maybe 9. And I haven't had any issues with these creasing on me. I have very oily eyelids, so longevity wise, they definitely work. But keep in mind, I always use an eyeshadow primer, so that definitely helps with longevity as well if you are facing that issue. These are said to last 12 hours, which is amazing, but I think the most beneficial part of these eyeshadows is the versatility of them and the ease of use. So they're really easy to use. They will not give you any trouble blending, which I find is, you know, one thing that turns me off right away for eyeshadows is if I have any troubles blending out or having them show up. You know, if you see a really pretty shimmer shade and you're like, oh my goodness, can't wait to apply that on your eye, and then you get home and you apply it and you can barely see it and it's nothing like it looks like in the pan, that is always such a downfall. And I find that these shadows, the way they look in the pan, really do transfer onto the eyes, which is so amazing because you can really envision what you want to create makeup wise. If you can't tell already, I definitely give these 2 thumbs up, especially the palettes. I think that in combination, they're really, really fun. I cannot wait to talk about the highlight, blush, and contour shades with you guys, and I will definitely be filming that as soon as possible because even sitting here talking about these is getting me excited for the other products as well, so stay tuned for that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this review and demo using the new Mary Kay Chromafusion eyeshadows. I'm really excited for them. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to my channel for more videos, and of course, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.